Hi Aquarius, welcome to your What They Aren't Telling You reading for 7th through March 21st. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below as per usual. Aquarius. Hello. Aquarius. The world. So are we talking about an ending here? A major ending that's truly ended, to come full circle. A cycle has ended here. It feels like, well, as I say, it feels like you're in a place, Aquarius, where you can kind of appreciate it, or it doesn't feel like this is an emotional drain. It feels like things are as they should be. Are you reminiscing? Is that what this? Are you reminiscing? Okay. Page of Swords, Knight of Swords. Okay. King of Wands, Two of Cups, Two of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, and the Devil. Could be Capricorn. This could be Sagittarius. This could be Aquarius. That could be you, Aquarius. All right. So it might appear that there's that someone's giving you the silent treatment, that someone's communicating very little, or that you two are not talking at all. That they're mad, that they're upset. Silent treatment, petty kind of communication, or very small communication, only purposeful. Like yes, no, 2 or 3 words, like over there, I'll pick you up at 8, that sort of thing. Could be online communication. Could be only communicating involving, like I said, with something that's important or pertinent. Maybe paperwork, or maybe online communication at best. What's this Page of Swords about? Okay, so this could be that you're only talking as necessary per a court order, or because someone has decided it's over and there has been no movement forward. It's definitely over, right? But we've still got to work out the particulars. So we're keeping conversation to a minimum and only pertaining to, what we need to sort out. We're not sharing personal details, and we're not talking as friends. We're just going through the motions. What's this Knight of Swords about? Probably this is you two talking to each other, and this is you two going at it with the lawyers, or the people that are the mediator or the counselor. So it might look to everybody else like your things are calm, not stable by any means, but are just at least, okay, well, at least they're cooperating, they're being civil, things like that. If this doesn't have to do with the court order, which it might, it's just that since somebody has made a decision to end things, conversation is at a minimum. Perhaps you're still going to counseling and hashing it out there and with the counselor. This is maybe somebody is like really fighting behind the scenes to get this resolved sooner. They want it done quickly, to the surprise of everyone. They just really want to go all out and get this done and over with. And there's fighting and stomping of the feet. And this is somebody that might be doing something in secret, and it's immediate and unexpected. And nothing can change them from their course. And they want what they want, and they're willing to verbally abuse and yell and escalate and do whatever to get it. And this could be lawyer, this could be judge, this could be a counselor, somebody to talk to. It's very forceful, escalating communication and or situation. So this is all about, things appear one way, but in actuality, there might be a lot of fighting and a lot of conflict regarding, so a decision, fine, but then now we have this, somebody's got to, I guess, act as a mediator or try to calm somebody down. All right, maybe it's fighting in the counselor's office. What's this Two of Cups about? Aquarius. So this effectively could be a reversed Two of Cups, because we've got someone having to win. It's like this is echoing this right here. Someone's got to win, and at whatever cost they have to win. They're cutting things off, and this is one of them that they might be telling you that they. Okay. I feel like this isn't productive talking. I just feel like it's bickering and arguing, and someone's wanting the control. What's this Two of Pentacles here? This Two of Pentacles for Aquarius. So they're not showing it. Okay, can I just say that this is petty? This is someone that wants their pride's in the way. Their pride's in the way. Because this is someone that this whole communication here, right here, this is about being petty, about having to win arguments. It's about asking how you feel only to shoot holes through it. It's about maintaining control. It's about being petty, about being cruel verbally, verbal mind games, that sort of thing. However, what they're not telling you is that they are really disappointed, and they're trying hard to find a new normal, to adjust to their new life, and they're not doing so well. So they might be civil over here and might be petty and kind of like whatever, but they're complying. But in reality, it's a different story. There's some kind of drama behind the scenes where they're just losing their proverbial ish, trying to find new normal, trying to get control back. Like maybe they're going to be doing something unexpected to try and get some control back in. That feel like they have some control over the situation again, because they're trying to adjust to their new normal and it's not going so well. They're really disappointed. So they might be saying cutting words and saying crappy things about the marriage, about you as a partner, about, this committed connection. I'm cutting this off. You meant nothing to me. No. But really, they are profoundly disappointed and they're having a hard time adjusting. Not that you should feel sympathy for them. I mean, honestly, they need, it's almost like they need somebody to spank their little bottom or something. They're acting kind of a bit childish here, if I'm honest. But perhaps they have no coping skills except for to escalate and lash out, which isn't really an effective coping skill. It just alienates people from you and, further demonstrates why we are not working, right? But it is a coping skill nonetheless, and perhaps they just need to develop better ones and they won't run into this problem. They might be telling you they'll be fair about the home and about the assets and we want to work together. Aquarius, protect yourself. What's this in Pentacles here? Or I'm going to go find somebody. They might have flat out told you, I plan to take you for everything you got, or I'm going to be strategic, or I plan to really, I'm going to get the best out of this deal, whatever. Maybe they haven't told you. Whatever they have told you, they are planning on being much more strategic. They haven't been forthcoming. If this is about this division of family assets or of things, this is them doing lying, sneaking, cheating, betraying, deceiving sort of thing. At the very least, they're being strategic about it. So that might delay things because this is also a card of stability. So this might be a while you're hashing this out because they want to make sure they're going to get the best deal. So they might keep going back and trying to renegotiate, or they're just going to put up buffers and walls to stall for time because they want to make sure that they come out on top, that they win. Okay, so this is, maybe they're telling you they'll be fair, but in actuality, they want to hold things down, they want to delay, they want to oppress, they want to control. So yeah, ouch, Aquarius. This person is just like, yeah, we might be done, but I'm not done with you, or we're done when I say I'm done. Like, oh yeah, that's fun. Okay, this could be, you could be dealing with a full-blown like pathological narcissist or something. And frankly, I don't mind saying that, even though I'm not qualified to say anything. Yeah, I if you're a cross watcher and this is you, I hope it offends you, because shame on you. This is crap. I mean, for God's sakes, if you're done, you're done. King of Wands. Rant over. Not really, but for now. All right, what's this King of Wands about? Aquarius, you need to get vertical. That's what this is about. I'll tell you what, Aquarius. This is you. Okay, you need to do the unexpected and end this ish. Pardon language. This is you needing to take a leadership position. Okay, you need to get vertical. You need to, if you're starting to, because this one will always be working hard to have an advantage and to have the edge. So Aquarius, you need to get moving and shaking and get on this, and you need to do the unexpected and end this. You need to give as good as you're getting, if possible. If that means you need to hire an ally or somebody to do whatever, to be consult, do it. Because this person is not, they're going to do the exact opposite of what they're saying. If there is any communication, they're going to be lying, and it's going to be petty, and they're going to want to win. Why? Because they're sad that, everything's over and they don't want to have to be in this position, and they want the control above all else. We got control here, we got control here, oppression, holding you back. They don't want you to move on. If they can't have you, nobody can. You don't get to move on. You don't get to end this and move on. You don't get to be better than me and okay without me. Weesh. All right, Aquarius. Could be Scorpio right here. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, Aries, Capricorn, Sagittarius. All right. So Aquarius. All right. Okay, when I saw this, I was like, okay, I was worried that you were kind of still, I was worried that you were either believing them or under the illusion that things were fine because communication was civil and kept at a minimum. But this person's raising holy hell behind the scenes because they want what they want and they want to win. This is about winning, right? So I think you're kind of being either snowed by this person But don't, I'm telling you, don't. If anything, you know, in exiting this, it's not about winning and getting them. No, this is just about making sure that you and your needs are met. That's all it is. You can't invest in somebody else's at this point with this other person. You're never going to win. You're never going to get one over on them. You're never going to anything. The only thing you can do is leave with as much of yourself or as much as you want intact. And I say that not to tuck and run, but that's the only way that if you're looking to drive them crazy or you're looking to get some efficacy, that's the only way to do it, is just to completely take care of and worry about yourself. Because any kind of involvement or engagement with them is just they're just going to want to perpetuate and you know, maneuver and machinate and all this. So this would say that you're kind of blind to all that, or that you don't want to believe it, that you just want to think that everything's going fine and we're going to work it out. You're not. And this is the danger of you starting to believe your own version of the events, when in reality, this is not a good situation for you at all, and you need to get out now and cut ties and just worry about yourself. This is saying that you're kind of starting to isolate yourself, and you might be just wanting to believe because it's just too hard and it seems insurmountable to go up against somebody like this. And this might be also saying you need to hire someone to help you upset the apple cart and bring justice back into the game so that you can truly end things. Okay? You might need to find somebody that can intervene on your behalf, or just somebody to talk to so you can leave this relationship safely and as emotionally intact as possible. Truth. But this could be like, oh, yep, this is true, or you are not being shown the truth. And there's this right here. They might be saying, yeah, I plan to work things out. We're gonna, you know, I just want to get stuff and go. I just, you know, but reality, oh no, you're not going anywhere. Not if they can help it. So you need to probably figure out, this could be realizing what the truth really is. Among other things, that this was never about you, right? And you've probably been processing this slow internal emotional death for quite some time. So it's probably even more painful when you realize that they said this, but in reality, it's completely opposite. But you're going to be either shown the truth, or you need to consider that this is not the only version of the truth. This is just what you want to believe, and there's another side to it. There's always three sides to every story. Yours, theirs, and the truth. So if this is all you've been believing, for consider other options, because I feel like you're just going to get completely snowed. I feel like you're going to be taken for, and it's because part of it is because you don't want to believe that it's as bad as it is, or that it could get that way. No, they wouldn't do that, you know? All right. If they could say something to you, Aquarius, what would it be? I feel like I need to pull two cards here, so I'm going to pull two cards. All right, for Aquarius, two cards. What would their ex say to Aquarius? What would their ex say? Cards for Aquarius. Hello. Okay, well, that's like 7, but... I'm reminded of you constantly. That would make sense because they're having trouble moving on and balancing their emotions, and they're in the pit of despair. They're really sad, even though they might be all blustery and mean and, you know, just really unkind verbally. They're having a lot of trouble moving on. What else for Aquarius? If I knew then what I knew now, I would have made different choices. Okay, so, you know, not to excuse behavior, but you know how when you're little, they used to say, you'd say, oh my gosh, this girl always chases me, or this boy always hits me or pushes me, or, you know, and you're little kids and you're in first grade, kindergarten, whatever. And everybody used to say, well, that's because they like you. You know, oh, great. So you're basically grooming people to grow up and let someone abuse them because in the name of love. Okay, that aside, it's kind of like this. Like I said before, this person doesn't really have well-developed coping skills. So they're lashing out, and they're not doing well with this separation. So they're lashing out. And behind it all, it's probably like, you know, if I would have done things differently, but because they're so proud and egotistical and controlling, they'd never admit that. But a lot of this stems from insecurity and shame. And if they can't say they're sorry, they're going to control the situation. If they can't go back and rectify it by saying they're sorry, then they're damn sure going to control it. They're not going to get a miracle, they're going to get an audience. All right, 2 more for Aquarius. 2 more for Aquarius. Norman. All right, so Aquarius. Okay, so you're going to be getting You know, I feel like this is hearing news about the marriage. Like you're going to be getting communication, letters, online communication, some kind of information. This literally could be a courier dropping off something or serving someone papers regarding this marriage. It could also be a new love interest. Um, I feel like this is communication about this either breakup, some kind of lawsuit, some kind of court paperwork, possibly. We got the Emperor here, which could be the judge. We got Judgment here, which could be the court's decision or some kind of decision. If it's not that, this would say a new love interest with a proposal. I have no idea how this fits here. Maybe that's why you're breaking up, because someone was cheating and then now there's a proposal out of it or something. But two ways this could go. Either communication, official communication about this marriage, or this is a new love interest and a proposal. Wow. All right, Aquarius. I hope this was helpful. Please don't get discouraged. There's help out there so you can get through this, because I get it if it seems too insurmountable. Stuff like this always is. It's just, you're like paralyzed by fear. You're just like, oh my God, it's just so much to handle, and it is. So if you can, please, this situation is not for you. Please find a way to get out. All right. I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you in the next reading. You take care.